What's up, you guys? Godzilla fan freaks coming at you today with another figure review, and today we are going to be taking a look at the SH Monsterarts reissue of Mechagodzilla 1993, and this is going to be Super Mechagodzilla. I want to just make a mention that this is my very first reissue. Like, when I mean reissue, yes, I have the Godzilla 1964 Emergence version, which is a reissue of a figure, but I didn't have the original figure. This is the first figure in my collection that I have a reissue of, but I also have the original as well. So more or less, this is me buying the same figure, but with a different, with different reworked, paint job, articulation, and yada yada yada. So this is my actually first official owning a reissue of a figure that I already have. And so let's just dive right into this review and take a look at the box. Very nice box, very nice profile of the figure on the side, very nice. There's the side with another profile picture of the figure. And then on the back, moving Baragon's head back there, have all the promotional shots of the figure, which look great. It comes with Garuda, very nice. And yeah, just overall really excited, really happy to have this guy. He is my favorite Mechagodzilla. I love the 1993 Mechagodzilla, looks great. And yeah, so there's a look at the box. Let's get the box out of the way here. And now let's take a look at the figure itself. Here is Mechagodzilla 1993, the reissue version. First, right off the bat, I will point out the differences of the reissue. I will go over all of that first. First, easy is the paint apps. He's more chromy. He's more shiny. The eyes are a little bit more bright yellow than they are kind of a darkish orange. Some reworked articulation. Definitely in the legs right here, at the hips and whatnot. He has a little bit, different joints there. You can kind of see these flaps that come down. I will compare him to the original release here in a little bit. Still has die cast in all the same areas as far as I can tell. Feeling the coldness and whatnot of the feet and in the arms and everything like that. Still, maybe he doesn't have die cast in his arms. Hard to tell. But he still has die cast in the feet. Just again, shiny all the way around. Reworked joints, like I was saying, kind of like right there where the thighs meet the hips. Instead of having a totally different tail piece for when you switch them into flying mode, you can just kind of bend this tail downward like that to straighten it out. And then, curve it back out. So, actually an articulated tail for Mechagodzilla. Also, when you get him into flying mode, it kind of messes with the head sculpt a little bit. At least on mine. On mine, you got these really gnarly looking gaps around the head, and I don't like that. But you kind of just lift up on his head, and that pushes these dorsal spines in. So did you see that? You push them down. Get out of here, mosquito or gnat. The spines come out. You lift up his head, the spines go in. Then you just tilt his head kind of upward like that, and then you just push the whole thing down. And there you go. You have Mechagodzilla in his flying form. On the original, you literally had to take the head off, put on a totally new neck piece, and then stick the head back on. But this one, they changed it to where it's, a little bit more simpler. But they sacrifice the gap and whatnot. Like, see, it's back to normal, but you still just got those gaps all the way around. And to me, it's like I still would have preferred the old way. Just looked a little better. But anyway, so paint. Let's just go straight on. That's the differences, but that's the main differences between the original and the re-release. Also on this one, the re-release, the mouth cannot open as far. The mouth opens just a little bit less. But anyway, so those are the differences. The main differences anyway, besides the Garuda and stuff. Like, we'll get to that in a second. But of course, paint, nice, more shinier chrome. Eyes, more yellow. Still got the gunmetal black, in the arms and, in the waist area and whatnot. In kind of his legs and his knees there. So you still got the gunmetal black and whatnot. So very simple. Very simple, but still, it's very nice looking, very well done. Next, we'll go on into Detail. Detail, Mechagodzilla, he's all smooth, giant walking tank. Definitely the metal armor looks very thick and sturdy. Very well done. All the vents and, opening points on his body, very well done. Still, all of the paneling and everything on the side of the head looks very well done. Vents on the back. Dorsal plates, very nicely well done. The exhaust, exhaust for the jets and the thrusters, very nicely well done. Fingers, very nicely well done. Legs, feet, bottom of the feet. Teeth, individually sculpted. Inside the mouth there, you got the Mega Buster cannons. Very nice. See, I try to close it all the way, but it still doesn't help. Anyway, rocket, the missile launcher bays and whatnot on the shoulders and the waist. Very nicely well done. And that's about it. Articulation, of course, as we saw in the neck area, but then, mouth and whatnot. Head, you can twist side to side, all the way around if you want to. Arms, forward, backward at the shoulders, kind of outward and inward a little bit. Elbows have a nice joint. Wrists swivel, and I believe these are on a hinge, so don't try to turn them certain ways, but they can pivot and whatnot. Waist kind of forward and backward ever so much, not a whole hell of a lot. Side to side ever so slightly. You can also turn them ever so much. Legs, of course, kick out, go back, kind of go out and in. Knees, very nice joints there at the knees. Ankles, kind of pivot and swivel. And then, of course, you got the little toe hinge and articulation and whatnot. So it looks very well done. Sorry if you guys can hear my dogs outside. First, it's the phone ringing, and then it's the dogs. So anyway, very nice articulation all the way around. Pretty much kind of the same as the last release. But the thing that sells you on getting this figure, of course, is the Garuda piece. Here is Garuda. Very awesome, right? Very cool. The original release, the Garuda was separate in its own, figure box and everything, and you pretty much had to take out a loan to get it. But now it's relatively available in this reissue. And Garuda looks awesome. Paints, very nice silver, white, blacks, everything you can imagine. Translucent pieces there for the cannons. Detail looks great. Wings, everything. Just very nicely well done. Articulation, of course, the cannons can come down forward like that for over Mechagodzilla's shoulders. And then the cockpit can slide up and slide back down. And even the thrusters have articulation to where you can pivot them and move them. They're stiff on mine, but you can do it. So like that one, there you go. So you can move and position the thrusters and everything on the back. Very nicely well done. As far as accessories go for Mechagodzilla, other than Garuda, I'll just kind of get everything out here. Here's the Tamashii stand for Garuda. Just your normal Tamashii stand, base with the arm. Let's see. You have the flying mode hands. Comes with, just like the original release. Here is the plasma grenade. That itself is painted differently. It's more darker and whatnot, but I still like the original plasma grenade. It just had a little bit more... The paint on it and the separation of the colors made it look better. This one just looks... I don't know. Just looks like a camera almost. It doesn't even look like a plasma grenade laser. Looks like a camera. But, and then, of course, these are the bottom sections to Garuda when you do not have him attached. They have different sections. This plate, of course, goes on right in the middle. And then these things go on the sides, whatnot here. And then, I will say it right now. I do prefer the original release over the reissue. Here is the original SH Monsterarts Mechagodzilla 93. I like the paint more. And then there, look, there right there. Look at the plasma grenade. Doesn't it look better on here? Granted, mine's kind of just a little bit scratched up, but it's been that way since I've ever had it. But I mean, I just think that looks better. Looks so much better. And it actually looks like it's coming out of something. It's not kind of just slapped on there. That, you can't really see it there that much. That's what separation of colors and kind of all that can do for you. But yeah, looks better on the original release. But you can definitely see the differences in the paint. Differences in the eyes, the eye color. Mouth opens a lot wider than that one. You don't have the nasty gaps on the head. Turn them around. No nasty gaps. But just because it works the same, I did put the back piece for this guy on the original release, because I have the original release posing with Garuda, because again, I like the original release more. So this guy I'm just going to leave normal Mechagodzilla. This guy is going to be Super Mechagodzilla. And now that I'm having it kind of side by side and holding him a little bit more, he's heavier. So this guy, I think he only has die cast in his feet. This guy has a lot more die cast. He's a lot more heavier. But yeah, the back pieces work the same, so it doesn't matter. So that's one thing I tried out right away. I just took the one that came with this guy, put it on him, boom, works just fine. And with the paint separation, you can definitely see a little bit of the paint difference, but just because Garuda's slapped on there, you can't even tell. So, I'm going to scoot this guy right here, and then show you how to attach Garuda. You see these pegs right here. They're going to peg into these 4 pegs right here. But first, you have to put on these other side pieces that are wider, that help him hug the figure more. And you just put those on, like so. And then you pretty much just clip him right on. Let's see if I can get this here. Come on, clip on. Alright, watch it. That piece likes to fall out very easily. It pegs in, but you have to be very careful. That's why I'm kind of holding Garuda at an angle. That's probably why. There we go. And slides just on, just like that. So there you have Super Mechagodzilla. Get the cannons down. And again, looks awesome, even on the original release. Which again, I like better. So that's why I have the Garuda on him. But, very nice. Very nicely well done. Looks great. The only thing I want to say that why didn't this guy come with them were the shock anchors. Because inside his little arm wrists are still the freaking little holes. Same on the original release. You still got the little peg holes. So what the frick? Why not just, if you're going to do Super Mechagodzilla, freaking make him come with everything. And of course, this guy still had the beam effect part and whatnot for the Mega Buster. But it's like, this guy just came with Garuda. It's like, why not come with the beam effect parts for Garuda? Why not come with the shock anchors? It's like, why? The original Garuda came with a beam effect. This guy comes with a Garuda, but you don't get the beams. What the heck? So, and no shock anchors. So I have a feeling that they're going to frickin' eventually reissue this guy again and call him Ultimate Super Mechagodzilla and fucking make him come with frickin' shock anchors, beam effects for Garuda, maybe even throw in the Mega Buster, plasma grenade, whatever. Who the frick knows? But it's like, what the hell, Tamashi? It's like I can see you cutting corners and upping costs and eventually having future excuses to reissue a figure again, just so you can pull out more of our money. Well, one thing's for sure, even if they do reissue this guy again, I'm not going to buy him again, because the Garuda is cool enough. And this guy was more expensive than I would like, just because I got him at Phoenix Comic-Con. Probably would have been cheaper if I got him off of Amazon, but oh well. Even though it's my favorite Mechagodzilla, another reissue of this guy from SH Monsterarts could not make me buy it again. But definitely looking forward to the X Plus that's coming out. Hopefully I'm able to snag that up somewhere. But anyway, you guys, that is my review on the reissue of the SH Monsterarts Mechagodzilla in 1993. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like always, we are Godzilla fan freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next figure review. Thank you for watching.